It's a magical time of the year where anything can happen. This is my bracket challenge. Let's get right into it, beginning with the Eastern Conference, round 1. Washington Capitals versus Montreal Canadiens. In their playoff history, they've met one time. Canadiens won that series in 7 games. Washington is 3-4, Montreal is 4-3. In the regular season versus each other, Washington is 82, 76, and 25. Montreal is 84, 73, and 26. Playoff appearances, Washington 33, Montreal 85. Cup finalists, Washington twice, Montreal 33 times. Stanley Cups, Washington has 1, Montreal has the most with 23. I will be going with the Washington Capitals because they are very strong this year and I think they're going to get back that series that they lost to Montreal. The New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes. They have met 5 times in their playoff history. Carolina has the advantage with a record of 18-11. The Devils won the first series in 6 games back in 2001 in the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. The Hurricanes have won 4 straight. The last time was in 2023 in 5 games in the second round. In the regular season versus each other, the Hurricanes have a record of 67, 77, and 18. The Devils have a record of 83, 61, and 18. Playoff appearances, New Jersey has 24, Carolina has 19. New Jersey went to the finals 5 times, Carolina twice. New Jersey has won the Stanley Cup 3 times, Carolina once. I know Carolina has the advantage numerically. However, I'm going to be going with the New Jersey Devils. I feel they're due to break this loss record in the postseason, and with the additions to their roster this season, I believe they can keep up with the physicality of Carolina. Florida Panthers versus Tampa Bay Lightning. In their playoff history, they have met 3 times. The Panthers currently trail 1-2 among playoff series. Florida won the most recent series against the Lightning in the 2024 first round. Tampa Bay is 9-6, Florida is 6-9. In the regular season versus each other, Tampa Bay is 71, 66, and 23, while Florida is 79, 52, and 29. Playoff appearances, Tampa Bay 16, Florida 10. Cup finalists, Tampa Bay 5, Florida 3. Stanley Cups, Tampa Bay has 3, Florida has 1. I will be going with the Tampa Bay Lightning because I feel they're going to even up the score in the playoff series. And also, Florida did have a couple of good years, but I don't feel they're the same team and is able to make it all the way this time. The Battle of Ontario, the Ottawa Senators versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. In their playoff history, they have met 4 times. Ottawa currently has a 4-series losing streak to the Maple Leafs. Toronto 16-8, Ottawa is 8-16. In the regular season versus each other, Toronto is 68, 63, and 16, while Ottawa is 76, 55, and 16. Playoff appearances, Toronto 73, Ottawa 16. Cup finalists, Toronto 22, Ottawa once. Stanley Cups, Toronto has 13, Ottawa has never won the Stanley Cup. I will be going with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I do believe they will pass the first round this year, and Toronto clearly has Ottawa's number. Now for the Western Conference round 1, the Edmonton Oilers versus the Los Angeles Kings. In their playoff history, they have met 10 times. The Oilers currently lead the Kings with an 8-2 record in playoff series. They have a 6-series winning streak against Los Angeles. LA is 18-36, while Edmonton is 36-18. In the regular season versus each other, Los Angeles is 93, 97, and 41, while Edmonton is 108, 89, and 34. Playoff appearances, LA 33, Edmonton 26. Cup finalists, LA 3 times, Oilers 8. Stanley Cups, Los Angeles 2, Edmonton 5. I will be going with the Edmonton Oilers. I do believe that they're going to continue this winning streak against the LA Kings and make it 7 straight. The Minnesota Wild versus the Vegas Golden Knights. In their playoff history, they've met 1 time. Vegas won that series in 2021 in 7 games. They are 3-4, while Vegas is 4-3. In the regular season versus each other, Minnesota's 13, 11, and 4, while Vegas is 15, 12, and 1. Playoff appearances, Minnesota 13, Vegas 6. Cup finalists, Minnesota never and Vegas twice. Stanley Cups, obviously Minnesota never won the cup and Vegas has 1 cup. I will be going with the Vegas Golden Knights. I do feel they have a stronger team to get further than the Minnesota Wild. Dallas Stars versus Colorado Avalanche. In their playoff history, they have met 6 times. Dallas has 4 out of 6 victories for the series, but Colorado has more wins with a record of 20-18. Colorado currently has a losing streak to the Stars in the postseason of 2 series straight. In the regular season versus each other, Dallas is 69-68-22. Colorado is 78-58-33. Playoff appearances, Dallas has 36, Colorado is 29. Dallas has been to the Cup Final 5 times, Colorado 3. Stanley Cups, Dallas has 1, Colorado has 3. I will be going with the Colorado Avalanche on this one. They have a very strong team this season and the addition of Niches. Also, I believe that they are due to break that losing streak against the Stars in the postseason. St. Louis Blues versus Winnipeg Jets. In their playoff history, they've met 1 time. In 2019, the first round, St. Louis won in 6 games. So St. Louis is 4-2, while Winnipeg's 2-4. In the regular season versus each other, St. Louis 27-24-10, while Winnipeg is 33-21-7. Playoff appearances, St. Louis 45, Winnipeg 8. Cup finalists, St. Louis 4 times, Winnipeg never. Stanley Cup, St. Louis has 1, Winnipeg never won the Stanley Cup. I will be going with the Winnipeg Jets on this one. I do feel they're a very strong team this season and they're going to make it past the Blues in the first round. Round 2, Eastern Conference. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Tampa Bay Lightning. In their playoff history, they have met twice. The Leafs and Lightning are currently tied at 1 apiece. The Lightning lost the most recent series in the 2023 first round. Toronto 7-6, the Lightning are 6-7. In the regular season versus each other, Toronto 66-39-10, while Tampa Bay is 47-55-13. Playoff appearances, Toronto 73, Tampa Bay 16. Cup finalists, 22 for Toronto, 5 for Tampa Bay. Stanley Cups, Toronto has 13, Tampa Bay has 3. I will have to go with Tampa Bay on this one. I think that they are going to eliminate the Leafs in the second round and move on to the conference finals. New Jersey Devils versus Washington Capitals. In their playoff history, they have met twice. They are tied at 1 apiece. Caps won the most recent series in 1990 in the first round. New Jersey 6-7, Washington 7-6. In the regular season versus each other, New Jersey 99, 122-20. Washington 129, 81-31. Playoff appearances, New Jersey 24, Washington 33. Cup finalists, New Jersey 5 times, Washington twice. Stanley Cups, New Jersey 3, Washington 1. It really pains me to say this, but gotta go with Washington Capitals. They clearly have the Devils number and they are so strong this season. Western Conference second round. Colorado Avalanche versus Winnipeg Jets. In their playoff history, they have met 1 time. The first round last season, Colorado won in 5 games. Colorado's 4-1, Winnipeg's 1-4. In the regular season versus each other, Colorado 29, 26-8, Winnipeg 33, 18-12. Playoff appearances, Colorado 29, Winnipeg 8. Cup finalists, Colorado 3 times, Winnipeg never. Stanley Cups, Colorado have 3, the Jets never won the Stanley Cup. I will be going with the Winnipeg Jets on this one. I think they're going to even up that series that they lost last time. Vegas Golden Knights versus the Edmonton Oilers. In their playoff history, they met 1 time. Vegas won in 6 games in the 2023 conference semifinals. Vegas is 4-2, while Edmonton's 2-4. In the regular season versus each other, Vegas is 11-12-3, Edmonton's 15-9-2. Playoff appearances, Vegas 6, Edmonton 26. Cup finalists, Vegas twice, Edmonton 8 times. Stanley Cups, Vegas won once, Edmonton won 5 times. I will be going with the Edmonton Oilers to make it to the conference finals yet again. They will beat Vegas in the second round and they seem to have a better record over them overall. Round 3, the conference finals, the East. Tampa Bay Lightning, Washington Capitals. They have met 3 times in the playoffs. The Lightning lead the Capitals with a 2-1 record. Tampa lost the most recent series during the 2018 conference finals. Tampa Bay is 12-6, Washington is 6-12. In the regular season versus each other, Tampa Bay 50-78-15, Washington 87-38-18. Playoff appearances, Tampa Bay 16, Washington 33. Cup finalists, Tampa Bay 5, Washington 1. Stanley Cups, Tampa Bay 3, Washington 1. I will be going with the Washington Capitals to go to the Stanley Cup final. Round 3, Conference Finals West. Winnipeg Jets versus Edmonton Oilers. In their playoff history, they met one time where Winnipeg swept Edmonton in 4 games back in 2021. So Winnipeg's 4-0 and Edmonton is 0-4. In the regular season versus each other, Winnipeg 25-26-4, Edmonton 29-16-10. Playoff appearances, Winnipeg 8, Edmonton 26. Cup finalists, Winnipeg never, Edmonton 8 times. Stanley Cups, obviously the Jets never won the cup, Edmonton has 5. I will be going with the Edmonton Oilers to go to the Stanley Cup final again, and I feel that they're going to get back at Winnipeg for the last time they lost that series. Edmonton Oilers versus Washington Capitals. Their playoff history? Never met. Edmonton did make it to the finals last year and lost in Game 7, which was so heartbreaking for them. So in the regular season versus each other, Edmonton is 36-41-8. Washington 43-33-9. Playoff appearances, Edmonton 26, Washington 33. Cup finalists, Edmonton 8 times, Washington twice. Stanley Cups, Edmonton has 5, Washington has 1. So who will I be going with to win the big thing, the whole thing, the Stanley Cup? Give me the Oilers. I feel that they made it all the way last year. They know what it takes to get there, and they have the power to do it. Well, there you have it. That was my bracket challenge. I'm sure we all have our own ideas. This is going to be very exciting. The playoffs always are. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, give a like, subscribe, share the channel. See you next time.